Mowbray, you'd love to have signed off with a win, I'm sure. Did you see an improvement second half?
Yeah, listen, I thought the first 20 minutes were really good as well. I think, to play against Swansea, if you're going to play the way we asked them to play, they've got to be real intensity. And I think after the initial 20 minutes of nicking it off them in their half, they got on top really by picking the right pass, the early pass. We knew how they play, we know what to do against them. And yet, when good teams get into their rhythm, and I think they got into their rhythm really. We talked at half time about getting back to what we were doing first 20 minutes, take it out of their rhythm, and I think we did that second half. I thought there was a greater intensity. I thought we were on the front foot. I thought we asked questions. The fact that we could play 2v2 at the back with the mobility of Williams and Lenihan helped us push extra men in. And I thought we could have nicked it at the end and won the game, but I thought we deserved the equaliser. And it was a good game of football against two different styles. I've said to the team, we will endeavour to be as well controlled with the ball as they showed that they can do first half next year, as well as never to lose the intensity that we ask them to play. And then when you get to marry the two together, you've got quite a good team.
Perhaps a longer look at Davenport than you were expecting to. Yeah. He likes a tackle, doesn't he?
I think he grew into the game. I think, talked at half time, it was a bit quick for him. I think them first 20 minutes of his first 20 minutes, the second 20 minutes of the first half. But he grew into the game. I was really impressed with him at the end. That's the kid he is. I've talked to him this week about that. That's why I said I'll probably get you on the pitch at some stage. When I watched him playing for Burton on loan, he was all about mixing it really, putting his foot in, driving forward, got a wand of a left foot, picking great long and short passes. He's just, unfortunately for the kid, had injury after injury this year, and then that's been psychologically difficult for him to be as robust as he needs to be in football. But I think sometimes with my shouting voice in his ear on the today, it made him get back to what he's good at. And we wouldn't have signed him if he wasn't a good player. We just, he needs to get the confidence back in his game after the injuries he's had.
It's 15th. Had it been a victory, it would have been a place higher. But at the end of the day, does it particularly matter, 14th or 15th?
You want to finish as high as you can, of course. 60 points was the target. We talked about 60 points at the start of the season. We finished bang on 60 points. Is it a bit frustrating? I said that during the week, a little bit frustrating, I think, because we fell away February, March. But I think we've finished pretty strong. 4 wins, a loss and a draw over the last 6, and that's okay. We have to take that momentum into next season, hopefully strengthen. Of course, when we strengthen doesn't mean they're going to hit the ground running, any new players, so it'll be the core of the team again, and we have to look forward to the challenge. I think we've got some really talented young footballers in this club. What we need to try and do is put some men alongside them that can help them, guide them, show them. I think the fans should be quite excited about the team that's emerging. When you look at the team that was out on the pitch there towards the end with Chapman and Armstrong and Dak and Davenport and Travis and Lenihan's still a young guy. You know what I mean? It was Mary Bell. They're athletic, young, good footballers, and I think if we can just keep teaching them the game, then I think the future looks bright.
The ideal scenario is get players in for the first day of pre-season. It seldom does it work that way, that you get everyone in time, but do you sense that there will be opportunities to get some in before pre-season?
I hope so. Listen, we're working on that. It's really, we're talking to some clubs at the moment, really. It's really difficult because they all seem to think they've got Lionel Messi on their books sometimes. When you first make the call and you make the initial ask, it's millions and millions and millions of pounds, and yet I think they only use your bids to try and canvass other bids, and so that's why it's difficult. It's not as if we're not working, so if any supporters listening, it's the wheels are turning behind the scenes sometimes, unless you have got a barrel load of money that you just pay the asking price. When we aren't that club, we need to get value for money. We need to make sure we spend the money as well as we can, and that's what we're trying to do, to working hard. Recruitment department's been non-stop travelling across Europe for the last maybe 6 weeks. Obviously the English market is something that we need to explore and look at as well, and try and get a balance of good quality footballers we think will help our team, but a bit of experience that will help our team, and just try and put the jigsaw puzzle together if we can.